Hey man, you been keeping up with this whole FTX thing? I mean, that crypto exchange may have been engineered to intentionally fail from go. So you think there's more to this thing than they're telling us? Dude, FTX is the tip of the iceberg. Would you like to hear the entire plan on how to take over the entire financial system, including all of crypto, stealing billions from these lovely middle-class people, and bringing an end to freedom as we know it before the end of 2023? Wow, you think all that's possible for 2023? Not only is it possible, with the plan that I'm about to share, the global elite could literally have the people watching this video begging to have their freedoms ripped from them, which reveals the true artistry of this absolutely evil plan. Does this chair have a seatbelt? They threw it together last night. You want to hear it? Oh, definitely. How would you work it if you were them? Okay, so I'm looking at this from the perspective of the global elite who have a very particular problem to solve. All right, and what's the problem? So I own a bunch of central banks globally that are based on paper currency, which is about to fail. I mean, we've designed it to fail. We're printing it without limit at this point, so it will intentionally fail. Okay? And I need to transition everyone off of the paper currency to digital currency. And while doing so, I need to steal a bunch of money back from the middle class and then take control of the cryptocurrency, which right now is private and anonymous. So I can then introduce a new crypto, which is neither private nor anonymous, so that I can see every transaction that occurs, even between individual to individual. Okay? And this is, of course, why I have the power to shut down whoever I don't like and kill all the crime that I don't like and allow all the crime that I do like. Of course. But here's the catch. I have to do it with permission of the public that I am enslaving into this new system, which is the catch. So how do you get all that done? It's actually easier than you think. The hardest part is to get everyone to go willingly into the new system, but basically you create a crisis where they then plead for the new system to bring things back to normal. Like financial emergency? No, I'm talking about a crisis of epic proportions that literally threatens the lives and well-being of billions of people. This isn't a 2008 housing crisis or even a 1929 stock market crash and a Great Depression that followed up. This is a complete meltdown of the entire global financial system where there is no going back, no recovery, no option to resist. Holy crap. Like, this is a crisis that if you want food for your kids and medicine for your health problems, that's the level of crisis that we're talking about. And so this crisis has to be convincing. Like, you go to the grocery store and there is no food. Like, martial law is declared convincing. So how do you interrupt food and medicine? So to get this done, I start preparing by weakening the supply chain so that it won't take very much to legitimately send the whole thing into disarray, where people are legitimately not getting the food and medicine that they need. Wow. And so that creates a panic that drives us into a we don't care what you do, just get us back to normal mindset. Holy shit. Now that first step starts with the collapse of the US dollar, which I've catalyzed through overprinting it. There will be no going back to the dollar for anyone wanting to resist this change. So what saves us from collapsing into complete chaos globally and like losing governments? A digital cryptocurrency. Bitcoin? No, absolutely not. The legacy system has to be crushed. The existing cryptos are not completely under our control. They're partly anonymous, and we can't freely manipulate them the way that we can with our paper currency in the central banking system. Wow. Okay. And so with the paper money going away, we'll need to introduce a new crypto system that will introduce as a replacement to the paper dollars that are now worthless. But cryptocurrencies already exist. Yes, and we've written eliminating the existing crypto into the plan. How? We do this in two ways, kind of as a 1-2 punch. First of all, we put the existing crypto market up and see that it's independent, that it's anonymous, and then we even invest billions of dollars into that system so that the big swings like this wind up being smaller swings like this. So this introduces everybody into the idea of crypto, but then we introduce some exchanges which are designed to fail because of fraud. Holy shit. So these big exchanges start failing one after the other after the other. Why? Because they're unregulated. Daddy government isn't backing them. So existing crypto is painted as dangerous. So you're saying that these exchanges have been engineered to fail from the beginning? With FTX, are we really supposed to believe that investors put billions of dollars into a company that was doing their accounting with QuickBooks? Wow. I mean, the Justice Department arrested this guy hours before he was supposed to give hours of testimony to Congress. Why would you do that if he's about to give up a ton of information that you can use to prosecute him? I mean, if I'm running the show, I want to protect him because I want as little information out in the public as possible regarding what's going on. I mean, I personally have no idea whether this thing is orchestrated or not, but it would be in my plan. Wow. So in my plan, after all these exchanges fail and billions are lost in these unregulated crypto scams, that's when I introduce a brand new cryptocurrency controlled by a brand new tech-driven central bank.
Not the Fed?
No, the Fed has to go away. The Fed is what caused the mismanagement of the paper money system, and Fed 2 under some tech company is then introduced to replace the Fed. So the Fed goes away, we close the one company, and we open the other company. We own them both. But the second one has oversight from the government. Same stuff, same story as the first one.
Holy crap.
So this Fed Part 2 runs the new crypto that is no longer anonymous, completely regulated, but will get us back to normal. And even before I push legislation that eventually makes the existing crypto system illegal, which I will undoubtedly do, as a coup de grace of the whole thing, I pull all of my billions of dollars out of the legacy crypto market, crushing that market, and move the cash as a first mover into the new crypto market, which everyone will get as a replacement for their dollars.
Holy shit.
So now, the paper dollars are gone because they're completely worthless. The new crypto is completely accepted by the public, who now gets their food and medicine back. And every penny shipped from person to person is now tracked and taxable.
Yep.
So then, all I have to do is introduce the social scoring system to limit money, travel, and employment, and everyone is under control, just like China.
Is there any way that I could stop you?
No, and that's the beautiful thing, because I already own the paper money that we're retiring. So I already own the governments, the military, the police that I'll use to hunt you down if you resist. Plus, what are you going to resist with? Are you going to go barter for gas at the gas station?
Wow.
So although you don't like it because you know what's going on, it is a workable system, and as the global elite, I win.
You scare me, dude. So are you going to tell me to sell my crypto?
No, I'm not going to tell you to do anything. I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice, and you should do your own research on everything.
Noted.
But what I did, knowing that the dollar's been overprinted and the stock market's probably going to crash at some point, is that I sold all of my stocks near the top of the market, and I'm getting completely out of crypto before the crash that may be coming with the institutional panic.
Holy shit.
Because if you can beat them to the rug pull, then you don't get the rug pulled from under you.
Right.
And then you just hope to get enough altruistic people into your government to get out from under the thumb of the financial elite who are controlling this whole thing.
Oh my God.
Personally, I bought a cabin in the mountains, and I'm going to start growing my own food, and I already have the solar stuff to put on the roof.
Yeah, because grocery store prices are going to go up regardless, right?
To you guys, I say good luck.
2023 will be the year of the garden at my house.